You're now tuning in to Culture Sessions with Malathion and Arkyve, because knowing and understanding the culture is the science of everything in life.
Welcome to Culture Sessions. I am Malathion.
And I'm Arkyve the Nomad. What's up, everybody?
Got Spok Beats in the building. Also, you could check out all these dope-ass podcasts at platformcollections.com. You could check out all the other dope-ass podcasts that are along on the channel. Wake the Flock Up, 2Max Hologram Podcast, Crappy Awesome, Noah James, Curtis King, Lisa J, Brick to Your Face. You could also follow us on Instagram at Culture Sessions. Email us questions and people that you want to see on the motherfucking show at culturesessions626@gmail.com. Also, this is our fucking fourth episode, and we're coming back out of hiatus because we've been handling a bunch of shit.
Yeah, man, straight
we
up
had
sorry,
the 626 Fest that just went down.
I mean, I apologize just for being so busy. I couldn't even get a podcast out. I mean,
it's all good. It all worked out perfect time, you know.
Yeah.
We got a dope guest on the show today. We got Daylyt, motherfucking guy you've been seeing all over the place doing crazy ass shit. And, you know, we got an exclusive I don't even know what to call it, announcement or what the fuck, but we're gonna play
call out.
Yes, we have video of it, but we're gonna play the audio on here just so you guys know that it's real. And this just happened, you know. So I mean, this is what we're gonna do. Yo, Spok, need you to run that clip, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. Run that clip.
A lot of people have been saying that, you know what I'm saying, I'm too WWE for battle rap world, so I'm going to take my talents elsewhere. And there is a WWE person that claims he can rap. So this is for you, John Cena. How about we have that match you've been asking for? I see you always sending little rapper subliminals, and most of the wrestlers that's not rappers. And you know they're not going to reply, but I'm a rapper that's ready to wrestle. So I challenge you to a rap battle and a wrestling match. Do you accept my proposal, Mr. John Cena?
Okay, we're back. Out of all that,
There it is. There it was.
Daylyt calling out John Cena to do a rap battle and do a wrestling, to do some WWE wrestling. He's calling out John Cena, saying he can pretty much, he didn't say he can kick his ass, but he's pretty much putting it out there like he's ready for it. Like he if they were to ask him to do it tomorrow, he would do it. You know what I mean? So he had no doubt in it. Once you see, I mean, the footage doesn't even show as much as what we heard, and just the way he was talking about it, he's been thinking about it for a while, and he's ready. You know, once you guys hear this podcast, you're gonna see why he's thinking all these things and why he wants to wrestle a John Cena and fight him. Not fight him, I don't want to say fight, because just wrestling in that format, you know. Right. and also calling John Cena out to do a rap battle, because John Cena is also an MC,
supposedly.
He did a song with, who was it?
With Merce.
There you go. He did a song with Merce a while ago. I forgot. I don't even know what album it was on, but he did a song with Merce. So this is what I want you guys to do. Everyone watching this and everyone who loves Daylyt and is with the Daylyt movement, you guys want to see this go down. See Daylyt do some crazy shit in rap battle and a wrestling, WWE format wrestling. That's what I'm calling it. Tweet at John Cena. I think that's what his Twitter is. If I'm mistaken, correct me and tweet him with the right one, and hit up Merce, because Merce might be able to he might still have his number in his cell phone. So yeah, you know. And John Cena, if you're a Daylyt fan and you hear this, or one of John Cena's people, email us at culturesessions@626. If you're a Daylyt fan and you hear this, or one of John Cena's people, email us at culturesessions@626@gmail.com. We can make it happen. Yeah. So I mean, you heard it here first. Daylyt wants to get into WWE, and he's a perfect dude to do it. He's a character, man.
And if you guys only knew, the tricks this guy has up his sleeve. You can't really serve justice to what you see on the YouTube battles or whatever. Aside when you just meet the cat, like you meet him and you get to dig deep into the intellect of what his mind is built from. And you know what? This podcast is gonna do a lot of that.
He was open to all questions, so there
wasn't nothing we pretty much couldn't ask. So.
Yeah, he was 100% real with everything he was saying. So, shout out to Daylyt. We're gonna get into we're actually gonna get into one of his tracks, and then we're gonna get right into the podcast. Buckle your seatbelt and enjoy, because this is a good one. You know what I mean? So this is the fourth installment, Culture Sessions. Let's get into it.
Culture.
Now reply, everything you know of today was all created by this. So I gotta give him the quill, and I gotta give him the skill. I be on my tip like I try to give him the bill. New approach, bull coach, I try to give him the feel. For watch, starving, gotta get us a meal. Being modest, this is modern astrology for the real. Back up the feet, but I try to get up the hill cold. Rack up the heat, but I'm tired of niggas that grill. No Chicago in my blood, but I used to be the shyest. Cat form, but now I'm back searching for the highest. Platform, see where I come from, it was sirens. See the black doors, islands, see the violence. What is that for? 4-4 shoot, they screaming, who's that guy? Jesus' face, they screaming, who's that God? We be on the top, career getting too high. New eye, we get $1 million, what I do buy. Pink kid in the cup, that Majin Buu lime. Tragic, twin maggots, I grew up too fly. Asking who I in front of that triangle black. That's that guy who come with the side Kango hat. Take it back from slinging packs to the stars glisten. Older now, I'm in the Rover, but it's not a Mars mission. Settle down, one child, Mary, feel like I'm God pimping. Bitches wanna eat my shorts, feel like I'm Bob Simpson. Full moon, chocolate, green pudding. Liking everything I do, they team wolfing. Hope you got it, yo got it, flame. 2 pocket, don't rock it lame. 2 watches, that's pocket change. Do copping, that's stock exchange. Credit good, I'ma pull a card out. Better be hysterectomy, show you how to ball out. Call summer show, they can't stomach though, so they fall out. Whip double roof, dog barking on the doghouse. And I gotta give them the light. My people in the struggle, I gotta give them the fight. For an equal piece of puzzle, I gotta give us a bite. Ain't no sequel to this struggle, hope gotta give us the might. Fight through all them bodies, they try to give us the light. Highly doubt it, cause they shouted Bugatti went up in price. Wow, what's the price now? 4 mil, when my niggas do 4 mil. X-Men black bitch, they storm kill. Watch in my blood, see I used to be the crazy. Cat bout it, now this black route is for the babies. And the fat cow was shouted black crowd is for the rabies. Cold past cover history, but they don't wanna say we was the king. They tell us we trash at everything, kill our hopes. Remember the last nigga that dreamed, took a headshot. Feds watch everything that we do. Satellite see the porch, so I never sit on the stoop. Cause this is blood money, I never sit on my loot. Never forget where I'm born, I never spit on my troop. Never sit with the swarm, I never get in the loop. Let them kick up the door, but never give them the boot. We are still in this war, I tell them niggas to shoot. We got still in this war, I tell them niggas to shoot. Cerebellum, we bellin', bet them, we scoop. Tell them it's true skill, too quill.
Welcome to Culture Sessions. I'm your host, Malathion.
And I'm Arkyve, the Nomad. What's up, everybody?
We got Spok Beats in the building. We want you guys to go check out platformcollection.com. Check out the other podcasts that we got on there. Wake the Flock Up, 2Max Hologram Podcast, Crappy Awesome Podcast, Noah James, Curtis King, and Lisa J. Brick to Your Face. Follow us on Instagram, Culture Sessions. We got a special guest in the building today. We got the motherfucking Quill himself. Well, I'm not even let him introduce himself.
What the fuck is good, man? My butt is still kind of feeling like weird because I got like a rug burn from scraping my ass on the total slaughter floor.
Oh.
But other than that, I'm good, man. I'm good.
We got motherfucking Daylyt in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's good, my G? How you been?
Man, working.
Man.
Nothing but non-stop work, man. I'm hearing great things left and right, like, right away.
I quote, one of the smartest guys in the world, Stephen Hawkins. Yet I look retarded, but yet I'm the smartest person in the world.
And that's why I wanted to go into this. Was like the first thing I thought was when I seen the Philly swaying battle was like I think I don't know if it was the first time I seen you actually like think of something and like turn a situation into something more than what it was.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, like, was that like the first time or?
No, that battle and that Daylyt, that was the last time of that Daylyt. Like, and that's when I realized like I can't be the hood. Like, you know what I mean? At that moment, I realized, yo, I should have just kept it rap.
So if you had kept it, what would you have felt? What would have happened if you had just went back and was like, all right, I'll keep like.
Then see, it was a lose-lose situation because if Philly Swain would have been like, yo, keep it rap, Daylyt, and I would have backed up and stood my ground and would have been like, all right, you know, Swain, I'm sorry. The entire internet would have said Daylight's a bitch.
He got marked out.
I got marked out. So it was a lose-lose situation, but overall, like, you know what I'm saying, I go back and I look at that battle, and even when I look at that specific scenario, it's like cringing. Like, I'm like, damn, man, like I don't want to be that type of person no more.
And then he just turned into just a funniness.
Yeah, it's a funniness. I want to be funny. Like, I've done a lot of violent shit in my life. I've been in a lot of violent situations. I don't want, like, I'm so over the violent life. I'm so over trying to be hood. I'm so over trying to be this quote unquote. I'm over that. I just want to be a clown, man. Like,
was that something that came right away in that battle alone?
No. You know, that was just natural instinct. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was aggressive. Like, I was a very aggressive rapper. I've always been a very aggressive rapper.
Right.
If you look at, like, you know, a lot of my old battles and my battles before Grind Time, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of footage on MySpace, like, you know, MySpace, like Daylyt
and all that.
And the pit, and like, I was like very aggressive. Like, man, I didn't rob people on stage. Like, literally robbed them. Like, I didn't fucking. There's a video online where, like, some dude is about to cry, and I got my finger in his face like this. Like, look at these niggas. This nigga's about to cry. Like, my finger's like, it's in his face. It's damn near on his face like this. Wow. And the dude is like, like, so I used to be very aggressive, man. Like, and I used to battle with not understanding this is 4 words. It's not a physical sport. And, you know, coming back from, you know, my Grind Time debut of, you know, when I stepped in Grind Time, you know, coming from one of my right-hand man, Disaster, when I stepped in Grind Time, that was one thing me and Disaster talked about for a long time. Before, you know, there was a cool minute where I was like, man, I'm not doing Grind Time. Like, I quote unquote, I'm street and they're not. It was a long time where I was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, yo, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it, man. I don't want you to be left out. But it's like, yo, Day, you know, this ain't that type of environment. You don't have to prove you hood. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, man, just don't, pretty much he was telling me don't hit nobody. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking pocket check. Like, don't do none of that. Like, he was telling me, what Disaster was telling me to do in Grind Time is what I'm doing right now. All the shit I'm doing right now, Disaster was telling me to do that in Grind Time. And back then I was like, nah, nigga, I'm from the hood. Nigga, I ain't doing none of that shit. That shit corny. You know what I mean? And going into the Passwords battle, you know what I mean? The Locksmith battle was whatever, but going into the Passwords battle where, you know, Passwords took an angle where the angle was, you know what I'm saying, Daylight's not street. And like, as I'm sitting there rapping, I'm just like, why is everybody cheering for this? I have a gun on me right now. Like, you wonder why I keep holding my hip. It's to hold the fucking gun up.
Wow.
But I'm like, yo, he really is saying that I'm not street. And and everybody in the building is cheering. I didn't understand that. I didn't know how to take it. So, you know, my first battle back from that, well, not my first battle back, but one of my biggest battles back on the scene was Philly Swain. And I was like, you know what? Devon, that's what y'all gonna get right now. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about if the event gets shut down. I don't care about nothing. Wow. It's gonna go there. And then, you know, people can't say like, yo, they was in Daylight's hometown, because Philly Swain currently lives in Los Angeles and he's been out here for a very long time.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, at that battle, like, I only came with damn near 3 people. Me, Disaster, Active, and GQ. That was it.
Yeah, I remember.
Swain actually had about 9 people there with him, 9 or 10 people. So it wasn't no outnumbered thing. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say Daylyt was tripping because he had more people. Nah, it just, like, at that moment, I didn't give a fuck. And you know, when I went home that night, I was like, that's the last time. That's the last time that I'm like, that shit is done for, man.
Yeah.
That's how that went, man.
Wow. Man, that's crazy, man. That's it. Cause that day just seemed like I remember I talked to you on the phone after that, and you were like, man, like that was something that, like it was like something you just thought in your head.
It was just like, boom. You know what I mean? And coming from a hood situation, like sometimes you got to make decisions within seconds. You know what I mean? And when he was like, keep it rap, it was like, yes, no, yes, boom. Fuck what you talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instinct.
But Swain is my dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I fuck with Swain outside of battle rap. And you know what I'm saying? Swain actually had the burner on him that day, you know, in the ring. So things could have went a whole nother way.
Wow.
But you know, Swain, luckily, see, there's a lot of things that happen for a reason. At that moment, Swain was actually filming the movie. That was supposed to be his last battle for his movie.
Oh, I remember that. They said that. They announced it before that battle.
You know, I can honestly say maybe one of the reasons Swain didn't act out because he was filming. So, you know, it all happened for a reason. You know what I mean? Swain didn't get bitched up, didn't get marked out, because Swain is indeed about that life too. You know, he just had what Swain was thinking is, I got something bigger than battle rap, so I don't really care about, you know what I mean? He can do whatever he want. But me and Swain is cool, you know what I'm saying? After that, we collabed on a lot of stuff. We linked up, you know what I'm saying? I fucked with him while he was in LA a lot of times, so that's my dude.
That's dope. And all these crazy events that just happen, these, like you talk about, these split decisions, people aren't, you know, sure what type of state of mind you're in, you know, when you're making these decisions. I asked you, just on the way out, we were drinking water, and you were like, I was something like, are you a drug and alcohol freak?
Nah, I don't smoke. I don't smoke nor drink. I've never smoked or drink a day in my life. Well, actually, I drunk one time.
On the show.
And on the show.
Yeah.
I seen that.
I just sipped some fucking, what was it, Moet or something?
Yeah, you said it on the show too.
Yeah.
Like, man, and
Everyone's like, ever?
Yeah, it was my first, and I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Biggest moment of my life. Like, it was the biggest shit of my life. So I'm like, fuck it. I mean, it wasn't hard liquor, you know what I mean? It was just some fucking champagne.
Yeah.
So just took it to the head. I don't remember tasting it because I didn't let it touch my tongue. Like, I just straight to the back of the throat, go down, boom.
So you just never did it? You didn't?
Truthfully, like, I have my reasons why. I've always looked at, you know what I'm saying, my friends and my family, and like, I've seen them, like, all right, so this is how it started. They'll take a shot, and then after they take a shot, they'll make the dumbest face in the world. Like, this is the nastiest shit I ever drunk. So I'm like, why do you drink it if you don't like it? And they go, I don't know. I'm about to get fucked up. And then I'm like, why do you want to get fucked up? And then before you know it, like, by the end of the night, like, I gotta drag my homie off the floor and shit, like, all the way home. Like, and I've always thought about, like, why do I want to be damn near unconscious? Like, I'm a thinker. I like to think at all times of the day. There's not a point in my life where I don't want to remember what I'm doing. So, you know what I'm saying? That was just one of the reasons why I never drunk. Like, I've always, like, I'm one of the type of people, like, I sit there and I think, like, it's almost like I can pause a lifetime situation, pause the whole situation, and think, like, what should I do next? Okay, do this, and then everything just start back moving again.
I think I seen an interview or something where you said something. It's like a book, or I think it was Blink or something.
Yeah. It's a book called Blink. It's another book that helps you. It gives you the mentality to be, like, literally, like, steps ahead of everybody. And, you know, I'm steps ahead of 90% of the people that walk in front of me. Like, it's almost like I can control where they about to walk.
Man,
I read a lot, man. I read a lot. Like, Like, and a lot of people don't notice that. Like, I read, like, I'm one of the few dudes, like, I'll put my bandana around my purple bandana around my face, and I'll go sit in the library. So just so you won't say, oh, he's a square. Like, I still got my gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the library, like, maybe like 6-7 hours a day.
Dang, see, a lot of people wouldn't expect that, you know. And
knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is
what do you read?
What do you
read?
I read all empowerment books and control books, man.
True indeed. You know what I mean? That's something that I'm getting on right now. You know,
bro,
knowledge of self.
Once you have the knowledge as far as like, you know, how to control, you know what I'm saying, and the enlightenment books and the power books, you'll understand how certain people run the world. It's easy, man. It's easy to control the mass, like literally, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same format as sheep herding, you know what I'm saying? You have your dogs to guide the sheep, and all you have to do is guide the lead of the pack, and the rest of the pack is gonna trail. So, you know what I'm saying? I just learned how to, like, over my last, I'm about to be 30. I'm 29 now. From 19 to now, I've been reading, like continuously reading. And where I'm at mentally right now, it's serious, man. It's serious. Like I literally have the ability to guide people's emotions.
And you do it, and you show it through like just how everything plays out with just you took the whole internet, the whole world by you know, everyone's just,
people ask me like, how did I do it? Like, how does he do this? And it's not how does I do it, is the question you need to ask yourself is how do you fall for it every time?
Right?
Wow. That's from reading history, man.
Yeah,
that's that mind just working more, because a lot of people were not on that. Everyone's so
it's just simple, man. Like I tell people, you know, I tell people all the time, it's so easy to be my type of character. All you got to do is go left. Everybody's driving right, just go left. That's what I did, man. The world needs a bad guy, and is a statement that I like to make all the time. The bad guy is more important than the good guy, because if there is no bad guy, what makes the good guy a good guy? There is no good guy. If there is no devil, God has no job. I ask myself all the time. Sometimes I sit here and I pray. I go, yo, God, why do you let the devil exist anyway? Why not just go kill him? And if he does that, he has no job. So, you know, the bad guy is important. You need the bad guy. And that's my role in battle rap.
Man, that's crazy, because people bug out. Like, there's some people that just like want to see, they just want to see Daylyt do something crazy.
Oh, yeah. Like it's boiled down to the point to where people don't want to, like, it's a lot of people that don't care for my rapping.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that don't care. Like, I get booked on every big card for one reason. What am I gonna do? Like, literally, I've been on every big card for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
World Dom, Summer Madness, Battle of LA, Battle of the Bay, fucking every UW, like, it's Total Slaughter. Like, I'm one of the only battle rappers that is on every main card. Why? Because I sell tickets, man. People want to see. As much as they say, I hate Daylyt, they're still like, I hate him, but wait, what is he gonna do?
Yeah.
And they wait for it, man.
Do you prepare for every battle with like a big explosion that you're gonna do?
Nah, it's crazy. Big shouts out to my man UTK. It's crazy because most of my battles, the antics or the gimmick shit normally come within the last week. Normally the last week we like, yo, we already created the ice cream. We already whipped up the ice cream, which is the material. We got the ice cream whipped up. And then, you know, I'm out of nowhere, it's like, we need the cherry. We need the whipped cream. We need the chocolate syrup. We need the sprinkles. Like, and then that's when we start adding everything on. And then before you know it, you know, we got like 2 days left. And normally we'll make 2 Sundays. And we'll be like, yo, all right, which one do you think is going to get the most talk about? What do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we just be like, fuck it, this one. Boom. Run with it, man.
I remember I seen the KKK Jesus like mixed with.
That was literally that was so the beginning. That was the beginning. Like, let me tell y'all a secret. That all happened literally a day before the event. Now, remind you, you can Google search UTK Fly. He has a video called Fly, and pretty much the video is about him like taking a walk with Jesus, like, you know what I'm saying, and Jesus just guiding him through the neighborhoods or whatnot. Literally, I played the Jesus character in the music video. Now, the costumes and shit that we had, they were just left over from the video. So right before the battle, I was like, he looked at me, he was like, bet not. I'm like, what? And he like, if you thinking what I'm thinking, do it. And I'm like, I'm doing it. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'm I'm gonna just wear all the costumes. Fuck it. And I'm gonna just fucking make the pillowcase into a clan shit and we're gonna run with it. He was like, bro, I don't know if the internet gonna take that shit. Like, you know, how they gonna take it. I'm like, at this point, I'm battling interstate fats. Nobody really knows about them. Nobody really knows about LA Battlegrounds like that. Fuck it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? LA Battlegrounds right now, they're doing pretty good. But at the time, they were averaging like 700 views. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, how could I get people to watch this battle? And literally, I did it. And literally, that's one of the most, that is the most viewed battle at LA Battlegrounds.
Yeah, you were gang banged on them and like headbutted them.
That shit was all crazy. But see, that's what I mean.
That was crazy.
Like as much as I was a gimmick that battle, and much as it seemed like a joke.
Yeah, you were real about that shit.
You see how easy I could snap back into the Daylyt that I don't want. Like it's and that's why, like, if you look at my new album cover, which is the with my head opening up and the ski mask under that, that's what I mean by that. Like, although I'm calm and collective, there's still a monster inside of me, man, and I'm learning how to control that shit. And that battle was one of the battles where like literally I wanted to get through my battle career without being gang affiliated. But that battle was the battle that, like, it just popped out of me. It was like, boom, crip nigga. Yeah. And I was just like, after the battle, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I'm talking to myself, like, man, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? But other than that, I enjoyed the gimmicks. But that was another moment, like the Swain battle, where I was like, man, like, I gotta stop letting this shit get to me. You know what I mean?
And coming from someone who watches it, like, we don't like if I was to be like in a fan's perspective, I wouldn't think that you think of things after. I would just think like, dang, like he's like, does he even think like not think about it? But after it's done, like it just feels like you just get up and just like, whatever, don't give a fuck. You know?
I don't. You know what I'm saying? But it don't be like after the battle. It don't be right after. It be like months after, where I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm just going through my time. Because one thing I do, I watch all my gimmicks. Like, I don't watch my classic battles. I don't care for them. Like, I watch my gimmicks. That's what's important. And I go back and I watch one of those battles and I'd be just like, damn, like, the internet liked that shit. But as a man, I didn't like that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm really trying to get over that shit.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I mean, speaking of all the origins and talking to you for a while, knowing that you do your history, you read a lot, was reading to lead you to get your face tatted?
Actually, no. Disaster tell you, my face tattoo is something I've been wanting to get literally since I was like 17, 18. This was before I even... Back then, when I wanted to get it, I was just like, man, I just want to get a fucking face tat. Like,
how old were you when you got it?
Literally, I was about right after my son. I was about 25, I think. 25,
fuck yeah.
25, 26, yeah. And you know what I mean? But when I first wanted it, you can ask Diz, you can ask all my boys. Like, I used to always tell them, like, nigga, I'm gonna get the Spawn tatted on my face. Like, and one of the reasons why is before I fell into the Spawn shit, the comic side of it, I seen the movie. You know what I mean? I was younger, I seen the movie, and the way the movie played out to me, and the way I seen the movie, I seen it deeper than the animation in the movie. You know what I mean? I seen like a bad guy, a dude that went from a bad guy, you know what I mean, end up working for a bad guy to backstab the bad guy, and end up, you know, which technically makes you a good guy, but to most people's eyes, you're still a bad guy. And you know, as I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, I did so much shit as a child. Like, so much shit as a child and a minor that, like, the word, like, when you heard Davon, the name was already branded. It was like, nigga, that's Davon. You know what I mean? So no matter if I walked 20 old ladies across the street, saved a cat from in a tree, fucking pulled children out of fucking burning fire, they still would have been like, all right, thanks for my kids. But yeah, I remember you still fucking stole our kid's bike. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that movie played a role in my eyes, like, and I started to look at it like, yo, to the world, Spawn is a good guy, but yet he still looks like a bad guy. Everybody, you can ask anybody, like, you ever heard of Spawn? They'd be like, who, the one devil worshiper guy? They automatically consider him a bad guy.
Bad guy, yeah.
No matter what he does, he's a bad guy. Yeah. But I try to tell everybody who tell me that, everybody be like, yo, who, the one devil guy? I'd be like, no, he fucking killed the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got it mixed up.
Which is what he did, right, in the movie.
But by perception, that's
but
what
by
you
perception,
get.
people automatically think he's the devil guy.
Yeah.
But he's the one who fucking killed him. So, you know what I mean? That was like, I looked at all of that stuff back then and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this shit one day. So, you know what I'm saying? Over my years growing, I'm like, I'm going to get it. Nah, I'm not going to get it because, you know, I still need a job, yada, yada, yada. But once I got up, I got financially stable. I was like, there's no turning back, man. I'm getting it.
Is that what it was? It symbolized like no turning back?
Yeah, it symbolized like, this is what I'm doing.
Ooh.
Like there is no going back to the regular world. It's over with.
Like you, I seen somewhere you said it's like you left the Matrix.
Pretty much when you
it was going. I was going.
9 to 5 type.
Yeah, it was over. Like,
no
and that's the Matrix. You know what I mean? That whole Matrix life was over with for me. Like, there was no going back, and it was more so to a point. Like, I even told, big shouts out to my man AV. I don't know if you know of Compton AV. He doing his thing right now. But there was one point we were in the garage. And this is a story I can give y'all that I've never gave nobody. So this is exclusive. All right, so this is before I met my son's mother or whatnot. Actually, I was actually engaged or whatnot, and I was living out in San Bernardino. I was engaged to this one chick, and we got into an altercation. You know what I mean? Back then, like I told you, I don't smoke or drink. Altercation where I come home and there's an empty bottle in the refrigerator. I'm like, yo, whose bottle is this? She like, oh, my cousins came over, they were drinking, boom, boom, boom. The very next day, come to find out that they were all drinking. Come to find out, from what I know, she ended up sleeping. This is my fiance at the time. She ended up sleeping with her cousin's boyfriend. How do I know? Her cousin told me, and they tried to break it down. First, she told me. Then she tried to tell me that they were drunk, and then he just tried to, like, dudes drunk, two dudes drunk, two girls drunk, whatever. They gonna try something, whatever. So first they tried to blame it on the alcohol, and then after that it just all came to the light. So literally, like, that day I had an Acura Integra. Boom! I packed up in my Integra. I drove down to LA. I hit AV. I'm crying. Like, I'm like fucking crying, because like for those who know me, like, I'm not a player. Like, I'm like a one woman girl. I'm not a player at all. And I'm fucking crying, man. Like, I'm boo-hooing on the freeway, man. I'm doing like fucking, remind you, my Acura was like souped up Nas and all that shit. Like,
shit, damn.
So I'm like 150, 160 all the way home from San Bernardino. Tearing, bro. Yeah. AV, where you at? He like, bro, I'm at the hotel, man. Just, you come stay the night with me. Boom, boom, boom. I get to the hotel, man, and I'm sitting there, I'm crying to him in the car, and I'm like, yo, man, like, I swear to God, man, I'm like, and this is honest to God, I'm like, man, I'm tired of black bitches. Like, I'm tired of them. You know what I mean? Like, they've been fucked up so much that they don't want a good dude. I'm tired of them, man. I'm like, yo, I wish I just had like a fucking Arabian, like fucking Bin Laden type of shit or something. I bullshit you not. Maybe like 2 hours later, I got a message on Facebook, which is my son's mother today. She sent me her number and said, use it or lose it.
Damn, like that.
I called her. Literally, I called her. I was like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm calling you, but I'm letting you know I'm going through something, man. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of it right now. But fuck it. What you doing tonight? I don't give a fuck. What you doing?
There you go.
Boom. She came, literally, hours after she sent me her number, she came through. Swear to God, my son's mother has not left since she came.
There it is.
We clicked like that. Like,
and that's the how it usually happens. That's the best way it can happen.
Yeah, man. And you know what I'm saying? But like, literally, the jump back on course, after, the years of us clicking, we click, and that it boiled back to, me making that decision of getting my tat. You know what I mean? It was like she also played an important role in helping me break out the major. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, as far as like, because if you got like, and I was just talking to my peeps about this shit, which is the movie Oblivion. Like, have you seen the movie Oblivion?
I haven't seen it.
I'm about to watch the shit.
Yeah, it's a very crazy movie, and I think it has low ratings for one reason. It could probably change the way you think. Period. Wow. But at the moment, there's a portion in the moment where he lives with his girl, and his girl is so like one of those girls by the rules that like she doesn't really like when he does anything outside the rules that someone else gave her.
Square bitch.
Yeah, like, and she's like, no, everything has to be this, everything has to be that. You go outside these lines, you're fucking up. And you know, when you got a girlfriend like that don't let you be you, and she's telling you you're supposed to be like this regular type nigga, then you know what I mean, that's gonna make you a regular type nigga. Now, you know, by my son's mother, like literally she was so out the box. You know, when I already met her, she was out the box, and that helped me like, it just helped me so much, man.
With your bars, you mean, or just
not bars, it's just life in general. She was out the box in general,
like decision making,
like, you know what I mean, like instead of like yo, you need to get a job, like you need to go fucking apply wherever you can. It was more so like, yo, how could we, you know what I mean, how could we create something? Like, can we make our own bit? It was like that, you know what I mean? So
beautiful.
Yeah, so she helped me a lot, man. And like I said, like people to this day, they ask me like, are we together? No, we not together, but she's my right hand. Like, fuck a relationship. Like, the relationships is for
a title.
The relationships is for that type of, oh, you're my girlfriend, let's hold hands and kiss in public and show people we together. It's beyond that.
Wow.
It's way beyond that. Like, she's the type of girl, like, if it's war, like, she'll be like the one, like, yo, AK check, no check, bulletproof check, let's go.
Your spears and poison and shit.
Yeah, she's that, you know what I mean?
I always see her with you at your battles, like she's right there behind you no matter
she's
what.
there, like, and people don't know, like, people fail to realize, yo, she's from Afghanistan, like they have different morals than a lot of these girls out here, man, like, and you know, I tell people this, and I would like to air this out loud. Every single weapon I have, I've got it from her.
Damn.
Yeah, like every single weapon I've got it from her. You know what I mean? She make a call, and I get whatever type of weapon I want.
Let's not go into the details of the types.
But it's big things, like very big things, like that type of shit on your shirt, like those. It's very big things.
Shit.
You guys can't see that.
It's a nice one.
It's like an AK.
Yeah, that's big things.
I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should take that.
But like I said, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's my right hand. You know what I mean? But you know, that's a little.
Yeah, that's dope though, man. That's good.
Sleeper,
like,
man.
Those are things that like hard to come by, you know.
Yeah.
So speaking of, I mean, how did you feel about you being on road to Slaughter, man? Like,
that was dope, man.
How was
Actually,
that?
was one
Elaborate
of the
on
best.
Let's talk about Total Slaughter.
That was one of the best moments of my life. Like, not even just the main event battle, but like being in the house. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was epic, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Total Slaughter needs to release you know how they had hour episodes, 30 minutes episodes?
30 minutes, I think it is.
All right, I think they need to release a DVD where it's like everything they filmed.
I was just about to ask you that. Like, what was cracking behind the scenes?
Bro.
Did they capture everything, or they left out a shitload?
They left out a.
They left. All right, remind you. All right, just think about this. Just think about this. All right, because I do film and shit too.
Oh shit.
All right,
we're not talking
about that too.
So think about this. We were in the house for 5 days.
That's it. That is long.
All right, 5 days. Yeah. But just think, 5 days filming 24 hours a day.
Oh shit.
8 top tier battle rappers in one house filming 24 hours a day.
That's a lot of shit.
Which gets chopped down to 4 30-minute episodes.
Wow.
How much is left out, man?
Shitload.
Like, I swear, there's a part in there where literally they gave us these champion jackets, which is the jackets we had on in the battle. It was champion jackets, like champion sweaters and champion jackets.
Right.
So what I would do is when everybody left out of their room, I would go inside their room, open their jacket up, pull my pants down, and rub my ass all in between everybody's jacket. And then this is the fucked up part about it. Like, I'll be like, yo, come with me, Averb. And they were like, where we going? Like, yo, we going to fucking Marv 1 room. I'm going to rub my ass in his jacket. He's like, yeah, let's go. I'll be like, but put your jacket on real quick. Verb doesn't even know. I already did his. So he's walking with me, and I've already rubbed my ass in his jacket too. Like I was literally fucking with the entire house, man. Like I was like, it was like to the point to where like I was pranking so much shit. Like literally, boom, we're in the bathroom, right? So I brought those little fucking, remember those little stink bombs? Like
the little glass ones?
The glass ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
boom,
no.
boom. So I dropped one in the bathroom. Boom, close the door. I closed the door, right? It reminds you, this shit been sitting in there like 4 hours.
Oh, no.
Boom, somebody goes in there like, oh, what the fuck? Man, somebody shitted in it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I was fucking with the whole house. So I remind you, bro, I brought a bag, like a big ass, like, trash bag full of gimmicks and gadgets and fucking whooper cushions, all type of shit, man. I was the Joker, man. I was literally the Joker of the house.
Wow.
And I think the way they edited it, they chopped it out and made me take more of a serious approach based off the simple fact that I did get kind of serious in the ring.
Yeah.
So, you know, on the editing standpoint, it was like, let's make him look more serious. I mean, we're going to make him look crazy, but let's make him look more serious.
Right.
And they did that. But as far as like in the house, man, it was so much shit that was going down, like that they didn't put in the actual episodes.
They
man.
should put a DVD.
So I'm gonna talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they listen to me. I'm the reason why the tickets had dropped in prices. Like I actually made that decision.
Really?
Because at first the tickets was like $400 for like standard admission.
Holy fuck! How much was it?
It was like they dropped down to like $39.99, $59.99, $99.99 into it. But yeah, like literally, I think standard admission was like it started off at $4, then it went down to like $2.99 or something like that. And I hit Mike and I'm like, yo, you know, well I hit the staff, not Mike, but I hit the staff, and I was like, yo, as a person looking at this from a fan standpoint, might want to lower them tickets so y'all can sell out the house. I know y'all gonna sell out, but like to guarantee that every seat is full, lower them. You know what I mean? And they dropped them. They dropped them. So what I'm gonna do before you go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually see if I can talk to the staff and the production end, and even if it's for sale, you know what I mean? Just the DVD, the Total Slaughter DVD.
I would cop that.
I would cop it. Like I would literally cop it because it was epic, man.
That's like a
and it's a first time thing. Like it's
a mark in history.
Monumental.
It was epic.
This is a mark in his. This shit is gonna. We're gonna look back and be like, God, like damn it. Like to me,
like my shirt, like that Total Slaughter shirt. Like today, I had the shirt on the table and I was just looking at the shirt and I'm like, yo, my name is on it.
Fuck, man. I can only. Did you meet Eminem?
Nah, I actually didn't. He didn't come. He had like a big ass show at what was that Wembley Stadium or some shit like that.
I think he said something about it. And when he was talking, I seen a video where I think it's him and Royce or something.
Yeah. But see, the dopest part about that is, you know what I'm saying? There's two key features that people need to pay attention to in those videos. He did the first video where he was like, yo, yeah, day in Arsenal. You know what I mean? Daylyt Arsenal. Then the second video he did was, he was like, yo, I'm ready to see battle rap, but most important, I want to see something crazy. Eminem doesn't care to hear you guys rap. He's clearly better than everybody.
Yeah.
Lyrically, he's better than everybody. Nothing we do impress him lyrically. He wants to see something else. And, you know, I gave him what he wanted.
You did. And also I want to talk about that Spawn. Mm-hmm. Like, that was the sickest costume.
Remind you, I made it from scratch.
Explain that. Explain
right,
that.
So,
oh my God. You seen it.
I'll break it down to you guys. And it's another secret I want to let y'all know too. I just did the blog, but I'll air it out on here too. The costume was actually made from scratch. We designed it completely from scratch. Remind you, my son's mother, she also does fashion. She's also in the fashion market, and she makes her own dresses and everything and whatnot. And we actually designed it from scratch, and actually the entire costume was fireproof. Like the whole costume.
Oh fuck.
From the mask, everything down, the cape, everything was like fireproof or whatnot. And to jump right into it, a lot of people want to know like what happened in my third round.
Yeah.
To make a long story short, I'm not even gonna make it short because we got time.
Yeah, we got time
all day.
So in my third round, after I squeezed the medication and I dropped it, my man UTK was supposed to be dressed as the clown, and he was supposed to come to the stage and set me on fire.
Oh shit.
So in my third verse, all that, get off me, what is this? All of that shit was supposed to be on fire. He wasn't able to come to the stage because due to the Math and Disaster situation, some dudes stopped him in the back. Impressed him. So they didn't even let him come to the stage.
Because they felt like, oh shit.
They was like, they finally seen him. Because first he was, disguised a little bit. And it's like, oh, that's him. And they stopped him. They was like, what's up with your boy? And they stopped him. So he wasn't able to come to the stage and fucking light me on fire in the third.
Shit. That just threw my mind. Did you, like, what happened? When you went out there to New York, did you...
All right, we'll get to it.
Okay.
But back on the third, you know what I'm saying? So my whole third verse, I was supposed to be engulfed in fire. Like from head to toe. Like completely engulfed in fire. Like the whole time I was rolling on the ground, all that shit was supposed to be fire. Like fire everything.
Oh my God.
We already rehearsed it. We rehearsed it like before. They were supposed to come to the stage and spray me out with the fucking fire extinguishers. The whole stage was supposed to white smoke over the whole stage. In the process of the white smoke, my little assistants came and put the wings on me. Boom. So when the smoke cleared, I was supposed to stand there with the wings.
Oh shit.
Boom. After that, that's when I was supposed to rap.
Oh, so it just...
Damn.
It didn't happen because UTK couldn't get to the stage.
And Ebro was up there like saying some shit.
But see, the dopest part about it is what I tell people all the time. I have the ability to force people to promote me without them even knowing. Like out of that entire night, T-Rex won. But yet Ebro gets on his radio show and has a fucking hour-long session about what Daylyt did. And he didn't even mention T-Rex.
And it's crazy because that's one thing I thought too, was like I was thinking of the event and I keep thinking was like, dang, that his costume was fucking crazy. And it was just like,
we went in, man. We actually went in on the costume.
That shit was like me. I love comic books. I used
like
to
literally.
Spawn
I'm not gonna lie. Like looking at the footage, like, cause I couldn't see how I looked in it.
It looks fucking crazy.
But like looking at the video, I was like, holy shit.
You look like Spawn.
Like, so, which led me to something bigger than battle rap. I actually contacted the directors of Spawn 1. And this is a spoiler alert, but I am the lead role in Spawn 2.
Oh,
Wow.
my G.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn, that's
So-
ding 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 ding
Yeah,
ding.
spoiler alert.
Get a
So
little-
I do play the lead role in Spawn 2.
That's
And,
beautiful, man. That's fucking
actually
great.
going to production. I think like mid next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
So
is-
I literally got like almost a whole year of workout, like all workout. Like I got to get like all big and shit.
Dang, and you can pull it off too. Like
It makes perfect sense.
it makes perfect fucking sense. That is crazy, dog.
Awesome.
Because it looked like I was even looking at it like, dang, the chains to the face mask and
Yeah.
just the picture you posted to where it looked.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, it.
Like literally,
looked like
when
out of a
that one
movie.
picture, the one picture where like the lines are behind me,
Yeah.
that shit looks so duplicate to the fucking actual Spawn costume. I mean, like to the act. It like there was a point because somebody sent me that screenshot and it was like, "Yo, Day, I can't tell whether this is Total Slaughter or a drawing. Like it looked that damn similar to the fucking drawing." And it's like, only way I know that this is Total Slaughter is because I see the fucking the lights in the background. That's it.
That's the one you posted,
Yeah,
right?
the one I posted.
Yeah.
The same one I posted.
I took that one and I posted it too.
Yeah.
Like, dang, this is like that. It looks so crazy. Like I remember thinking the whole event. Like I didn't watch that Joe Budden
Yeah.
one until
Huh.
like 2-3 days later. And I remember watching that and I was like, I want to see what Day does because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like you're like our like you're like the top dog out here.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I'm
know,
trying,
you and Diz are like
Trying, man.
the top dogs. I think out of all. I mean, I'm saying it out of all battle rap. Because I just feel like it's like no matter what you guys do, it's like you shut the whole internet down whenever you guys do.
Yeah,
And
literally, when it's crazy because even though my third round didn't come out how I wanted it to come out, it still ended up blowing the internet up. Like literally, the internet was on fire. Like I was trending the whole night. The Facebook groups, like literally when I got off stage and I checked my notifications, it was like in the thousands, like thousands of notifications of like, what the fuck, Daylyt? Like what the, you know what I'm saying? And people were mad, people were happy. I gained like 8,000 some new followers. Like, it was epic, man.
And it's dope because what I think it does is it makes it seem like it doesn't always have to be like so like gun. It doesn't.
That's the thing.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like I try to tell people like a lot of these battle rappers, they've never been in these situations, so it's easy for them to rap about it and don't feel no type of way. When I rap about gun shit, I get flashbacks.
Yeah.
Like, I get real live flashback. Like, I've seen people die a lot, man. Like, a lot. I can't even say that, but people have died a lot, man. People have died a lot, and like, I try my best to get far away from that world. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I may have a gun line here and there, you know what I mean? But it may be a cartoon gun line or something. Like, I got a gun like Marvin the Martian. It'll turn you to dust. You know what I mean? Like, little stuff like that. But
yeah.
like, I try to steer away from the quote unquote hood battle rapper image that everybody proclaims to have, because like, I've been through it, man.
That's like the B side of the battle game. Like,
yeah.
you know, like it's all gun bars, but then like the dudes who really been in the trenches and really been about that life and got the scars are like, man, I don't want the fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't know what time it is.
I people, like I said, I don't promote this shit, man, because I'm not happy. But I've been shot before 7 times, like, and that, like, I'm not happy about that shit. I'm not gonna get on stage and be like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I took 7 bullets, nigga. I'm real. Nah, bro, that shit hurt it. Like, I don't want to think about that shit no more. Like, I want to get over it. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I said, like, when I get on stage and I do all this shit, the crazy shit, that shit is something that's more of a bigger task than me than trying to remain hood. I don't have to remain hood. Like, I don't have to. Like being not hood is a bigger goal for me. Like, you know what I mean? Being a, like,
Yeah.
It's easy to be hood. It's easy to pull your pants down. It's easy to walk with a limp. It's easy to wear your hat to the side. But it's not easy to be a square. It's not easy. It's very hard to be smart. It's very hard to train yourself to want to learn.
That's true.
It's very hard to like, literally, I never in my life read a book until I was like 24.
What sparked you to it?
Literally one day, I was fucking taking the dump. I'm not gonna lie.
The best place to read.
Taking a dump, right? My girl, she left like one of her little girly books in the bathroom or whatever. And I was taking a dump, and I'm like, yo, man, like, why the fuck she always reading this dumbass book? You know what I mean? Like, this dumbass girl book, man. I'm like, she always reading this dumbass book, man. It's just stupid. Like, it's all pink and shit. fucking floral, fluorescent. What is shit's all on the front? And I'm like, this shit whack. Like, so I'm like, you know, you just flip over. Like, man, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm flipping on. I'm like, yo, Tom grabbed her by the arm, nice and slow. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This shit getting interesting. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me keep reading. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much before you know, I'm caught in the story. Like, yo, hey, you bet. I look at it like, you bet not fucking take my bookmark off chapter 6, man. I was right there. You know what I'm saying?
At the corner and everything.
Yeah, like, I've been and before you know it, bro, I was into the movie. Like, the book, like, I'm reading the book like a movie, like, literally. And I'm like, yo, this is a fucking movie on paper. It's a movie. Boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm reading the book. Before you know it, I'm through the whole book, and I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. They need to make a part 2. Like, Tom really didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was supposed to hit, but he really didn't get to hit. I'm like, yo, they need to make a part 2. And from then, like, my mentality of it was like, yo, I like books now. I like books. Like, I really like books, man. And from then, like, it was like, yo, let me go get a fucking new library card. Boom, got a library card, and then before you know it, man, I was just like, book.
You probably take your little boy there too.
Oh yeah, my son is. I wish he was woke right now, but he's it's crazy because my son is me right now. Like, he's 3 years old, and he's probably just as smart as me right now. Like, he's in the books and shit. Like, I wake up in the morning, and like, he's right here where we at, like, book. I'm like, damn, you didn't eat nothing? Like, no, I'm reading that. I don't want to eat.
Wow.
So
that's the way to do it, you know what I mean? And that's like, we got to teach the children young, just so the next generation. Yeah, so you're up on all that, man. That's beautiful, man. But
you're bringing up something about New York.
I was gonna jump right into that. So like,
It was tension, man. It was tension. It was a lot of tension. Like, have you ever seen the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I've seen it.
All right, so you know the part where he was like, when you're inside of the dream, he was like, if you keep messing with stuff too much, the people in the dream are going to start looking at you and they're going to attack you. Right. That's what I felt like when I was out there. Like, when I was out there, everybody was just like looking at me like, yeah, nigga, we know what's going on, so be careful. Like, everybody had that look like, yeah, Daylyt, we know you out here, you know what I mean? Shit. So, like, it was just, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Me and UTK, we didn't give a fuck. We just mobbed through the whole city. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say we mobbed through the city because we were in fucking Manhattan, Times Square. Right. And it's not too, tourist aggressive. Stuff, it's tourist shit. But, like, you know what I mean? There was one point in time where, I met up with Hollow, and Hollow was like, yo, I just seen this dude in the hallway. And he was like, if he, you know what I'm saying, is like that. And I'm like, yo, fuck it, man, I'm here. Like, you know what I mean? Like
they're on it like that.
Yeah, they're on it. Like, he just let me know. He gave me a heads up. Like, niggas is on it like that. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I got my face tat. And that was another decision I made. Like, I'm willing to die for my career. So, like, I'm here. Like, this is the biggest battle of my life. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. You know what I mean? Like, if it happens, like, I would rather, like, literally, I told myself when we were in the hotel and UTK was like, what we gonna do? And I told myself, I'm like, yo, I would rather somebody jump me out here just so it can be like, all right, y'all got me. All right, it's over. Y'all got me. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take the loss. Y'all got me. Now we can get back to business. So I walked through the streets.
You felt you needed to do that.
Yeah, I felt like I needed, I needed to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's strong energy, right?
It was strong energy. Actually, I met up with Mav. Afterwards, I met up with Mav. We discussed words. Everything went smooth. You know what I'm saying? There's still a little tension. You know what I mean? With the simple fact that Disaster keeps tweeting about the shit and he won't just let it die. So there's still tension. But me and Mav spoke on grown man terms, like real outside of battle rap, like, real street terms.
Just out of battle rap.
Yeah. We spoke on street terms, stuff that I don't really want to talk about over the net, just as well as I didn't play the me and Disaster fight over the net. But
we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, but me and Mav came to a common ground, and we understand what it is, and we understand the scenario, and it is what it is. Hopefully we are all at a point in our life where we're trying to move forward. So this is something we are trying to kill. We're trying to dead this whole stigma in battle rap. We're trying to dead it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No more violence.
For all the people who are listening who don't know, like, there was a altercation that happened at the last event between Disaster and Math. But right now, talking to Daylyt about it, he went out there to New York with this whole crazy stuff that's been going on. So we're just putting you guys up to speed. There's a lot of things that the internet wants to know.
To speed it up, Disaster is one of my right-hand mans that I grew up with. Him and Mav got into an altercation. More of my friends that I grew up with also was involved in the altercation. And, I was not involved in the altercation, but, they say you affiliated by association. You know what I'm saying? So if those are your boys, then you know what I mean, you're subjected to pay for whatever crime they, you know what I mean, it's just the way the law works. Like, if you're in a car and one of your guys shooting and you're driving, but you didn't know he was gonna do that, they're still gonna say, hey, y'all were together.
You catching the case too.
You catch the case too.
Right.
It's no if and a buts. You catch the case too. So I understood that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, for the world that don't know what's going on, like I said, Disaster and Mav and a few more of my friends got into an altercation, which was an unfair altercation, and which led it to, knowing that I had to go back on the East Coast, were they going to feel like, hey, you know what I'm saying, they were uneven over there, and you part of that crew, so we're going to get you too. And that was just the tension when I got back to the East. But you know what I mean, like I said, I was there, and I was willing to accept everything that happened.
Man, well, I'm glad that everything is.
But there was a point where it could have been bad for me, like very bad.
You felt it?
No. It was a scenario where I was like caught red-handed, like me and like 10 of those people.
Wow.
And it was like, it was, you know what I mean, it was that defining moment where I told myself, yeah, I gotta get it. You know what I mean? Like, it was almost like I was in jail and a fucking 300, 400 pound muscled up dude was like, yo, you gotta run that. You know what I mean? And when you in jail, it ain't no. You can't say no. You gotta do it, or somebody's gonna take your lunch every day. So it was that moment where I was like, damn, I hit the corner and I was like, shit. Damn, there they go. Alright, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. But actually, you know what I mean? Make a long story short, that's when the grown man kicked in. You know what I mean? All the grown men kicked in and things went a totally different way from what I expected. And, you know what I mean? I appreciate the scenario for how it went, and I gained a lot of respect for the individuals that you know what I mean, I ran into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's...
I'm happy to hear you came out unscathed.
And then, so...
You know what's crazy? I actually wanted to leave with a scar, too. I don't know why. Like, I didn't want to catch a fade, but I kind of wanted it. Because I'm always thinking publicity. Like, I'm always like, publicity. Like, all publicity is good for me. So it would have been dope. Like, oh shit, Daylyt just got jumped and then showed up to the battle with Spawn.
And then why?
And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like.
And then, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Still
yeah,
stole the show.
yeah, it's just, so I didn't mind. Like, you know what I mean? I really didn't mind. Like, that was a debate I had with my son's mother before I left. You know, she was like, yo, what's the worst that could happen? You know, you're in the middle of Times Square. I doubt anybody's gonna shoot you in the middle of Times Square. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like, most of that can happen is you can get jumped. You can get jumped, maybe a stab or two, but you can get jumped, and then you can battle. You can battle hurt. Like, she was like, what if you battle jumped? Like, you know, black eye and shit. Like, that should have been dope.
Epic shit.
It would have been epic. So she was like, either way it go, it's epic. Either way it go. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a dope.
And then, hold on, I want to jump into this right now. Really quick, is the you and Disaster fight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
before you, I mean, I wish you were up here. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the footage, so it is real. A lot of people are like, they don't.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of people saw the footage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's footage.
You aired it at Total Slaughter, or the day before Total Slaughter.
Yeah. But that's footage, like I said, that's footage that I'm not putting online that. Like, if you around me, or you in the world, you know what I mean? I'll show you.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting it online.
Yeah, and it definitely...
I gotta ask, when did this happen? This happened after the fight?
It happened after Mav.
Recap a little bit.
So, you know, how it led up to, you know what I mean? Pretty much I was just like, yo, dude, you know, you gotta chill on this shit. You know what I mean? Because I gotta go back over there, so you gotta chill. You know what I mean? Like, you did what you did, but just chill. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep, like, making it more than what it is. And, you know, he just was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, he sent the tweet out like, shut up, because I'll fuck you up too.
Oh.
And I'm just like, bro, come on, dude. You already know, you know what I'm saying? You was kind of in the wrong for doing that shit anyway. So, you know what I mean? On the street code, like you put your man in danger without even thinking about my future.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go back over there. My as much as people look at me as the face of the West Coast, my world is in New York. Like if you really think about it, like, I have West Coast support, but it's not big like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the West Coast is, like, other than me and Disaster and you know, Danny Myers and a few more others on the West, like the battle scene belongs to the East. Like let's really just be technical. It belongs to the East. The fan base, everything belongs to the East. And, you know, my like 99, 97, I'm gonna be fair, I'm gonna say 95% of my fan base is overseas and East Coast. So, you know what I mean? With that being said, like, that's my market. I'm over there a lot. Like, I gain my fan base over there. So, but Diz doesn't really have an East Coast fan base like that. His fan base is the West Coast, you know what I mean?
Right.
His fan base is this side of the world, Canada, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, with that being said, he made that decision not thinking, I got to get back over there. And, you know, in the street code, like, when you put your man in a situation, you know what I'm saying, and we feeling some type of way, you got to run that. And, you know, that's what happened. Yeah, I ran it, man. I told him, I'm like, yo, I'm on the way. He didn't believe me. You know, I came. When I got there, I was kind of laughing a little bit, like, yo, you know what I'm saying, we got to run that. And he was like, what you talking about? I'm like, hey, you got to go, you know. What you going to do? You going to put on your shoes? What you going to do? I mean, put on the shoes, and there you have it.
Yeah, because I saw it, it was just like I was just hearing some crazy shit. But
Nah, we threw down, man. He actually got me with a good punch though, like a very good punch, like fucking bust my lip, man, and all type of shit.
Yeah,
like,
I saw in the video your Instagram. You're kind of
he got me with a very good punch. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on my side, but it went down, man. It went down.
What about Shady Records? Or is that like?
All right, so I got the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like I am under the Shady Films umbrella. I don't have a record deal with Shady Records. Like, is that in the process? Yes, that is in the process. You know what I mean? As y'all know, like I still haven't put out a complete project yet. So you know what I mean? Like, what's the debate is what they want to realize or what they want to know is how the world like my music before I can get a record deal. So I'm actually in the process of putting out, you know what I mean, my first official product, which is the Daylyt Look Into My Head album.
That's the one where the
with the ski mask inside of my head. And that's my first project that I'm putting out. I got a lot of features on there, a lot of dope features. I got King Lowe's, Absol, Royce the 5'9", Crooked Eye, Ortiz, AV, G Malone. Yeah, I got a lot of big names on there, man.
Wow.
How many tracks is on that?
It's gonna be 14 tracks. 14 tracks. And I have a surprise at the end. So just know, you know, some shit happened. Some shit happened at the end of some shit happened at the end of Absol album. So something very big is happening at the end of my album.
I think I have an idea.
You have no idea because it's a name. It's a name that you wouldn't even like. You probably be like, oh my fuck, like it'll blow your mind if you figured out who it was.
Oh my god. When is it dropping? Do you have a date?
Literally the date was set to July 30th, but with the way Total Slaughter turned out, you know what I mean? Cause like what was supposed to happen is, you know, after you know, I did my whole round or whatnot, my round and inside of my round was promoting the single to my album, which was my third verse, was supposed to promote the single to my album.
Damn, man.
So, you know what I mean? Inside my third verse, literally inside my third, and this is what people didn't know, I had a Daylyt mask, like of my face. Like when I had the wings on, I had a Daylyt mask of my face on. Like, so it was like a Daylyt face over my face, but under my face, I had a ski mask under that. So I was gonna rip the Daylyt head open and the ski mask is gonna come out of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that was supposed to promote the album, but it didn't go how I want, so I didn't really get the buzz how I wanted. Pretty much I'm gonna wait a little bit till I'm like buzzing right now. Cause you know, like right now a lot of people, you know, they talking about me, they're feeling a certain way, but it's not the we like Daylyt buzz. Yeah. It's more so like Daylyt on this crazy shit again. So I have to get them back on the we like Daylyt buzz again.
So, what's your primary focus right now? Is it recording music or is it
truthfully, I do so much shit. I don't have a primary focus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for me with battles, like literally, like I can write battles within seconds. Like literally, like battling is not hard for me. Like it takes me, like some people have writer's block. I don't. Like literally, it takes me no more than 30 minutes to write a full 3 rounds and maybe like a couple of hours to memorize it. Like
every single battle
single battle. Like I don't never really be writing till that day or like the day of. Like
and you got those triple and
till the day of.
Like the day of. Like there's a lot of battles like that I wrote the day of. Like
whoa, like what? Name one.
Me and XL, I wrote, you know, kind of like the day of that battle. Me and Charlie Clips, I wrote my second and my third round. I wrote my second round that night, and I wrote my third round like that morning. It's a couple of them, man. Like me and Lotta Zay, like I wrote that 2 days before in the hotel. There's a couple of battles like that I just, cause like a lot, like people don't notice this, but like I never really do personals. Like I've never really done personals. Yeah, so like most of the bars that I have, they be just bars that be laying around. They be laying around in my head. Like they be like, oh, I remember that. Let me throw that in there. Let me throw that, and I just piece it all together, and there you go. I have a verse.
It's crazy. That's what I was gonna say, because with the way you say you read and all that, you could
that
tell
shit. Like I said,
comes out so quick.
Like I've I've literally like I've trained my brain so much that, and it comes from reading. Like, you know, when you reading, it's easy for you to read a book and then be like, damn, what the fuck happened in chapter 1?
Yeah.
I've read so much that everything that go past my eyes locks in my head. So like literally when I'm writing, as I'm writing, that shit is like locking in my head.
Photogenic memory.
Yeah, it's photogenic. Like, so literally while I'm rapping, I'm looking at a piece of paper in front of me, and I can just go over my bars, like, and the paper stays right there the whole time. Like,
you don't slip, man.
No, it's very rarely that I slip. Man.
Yeah.
And then with the one thing I wanted to ask too is with the with Ab-Soul and the TDE, like, I mean, with the being on Ab-Soul's album, like how did that happen? Like, how did
Ab-Soul is actually, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? He actually is a very serious fan of the Daylyt movement and the Daylyt battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And just battle rap in general. He's a fan of battle rap in general. He watches it. So, you know, we linked up a couple of times, you know, in New York. While I was in New York, we linked up a couple of times, met up, chopped it up. You know, one day we're in the studio, and he pretty much was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do a round. And I'm like, why? Like, I just wanted to test it out, you know what I mean? I'm an MC, and by heart, I can't call myself an MC unless I test it.
Damn.
And I'm like, you sure you want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really the right one to do that with. Like, you know, you sure you want to do that? And he was like, yeah, you know what I mean? And he was like, but I've been writing some shit. I'm like, oh, so you been practicing that? He's like, yeah, I've been writing some shit. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Give me like an hour. We in the studio. I'm like, give me like an hour. I'm gonna come up with some shit. He's like, all right, boom. You know what I mean? And literally, like, I'm like, fuck it. So it was like, you want to do it? Like, yeah. So UTK got in the middle, like, yo, to my left, we got Daylyt, boom. To my right, got Soul, boom. Flip the coin, boom. All right, it's on Soul, boom. And he went off. And I'm like, yo, these are some of the dopest Daylyt name flips I've heard.
He had some good ones.
Like he had some of the best ones, man. One thing he really didn't have was like the battle rap aggression. You know what I mean? Like the da 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 da. But the wordplay was like, the wordplay was crazy. Like, it was crazy. And literally, like, you know what I'm saying? I just see, like, I just came up with, you know, the best material I could come up with for the time being. And it turned out dope.
It was a dope battle.
It was a dope battle, man. We actually had the footage. We actually plan on releasing the footage soon.
Do you?
We're trying to get Eminem to release it. So that's what's the hold up.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because you know that he's under the TD umbrella.
Yeah.
And the TD umbrella is also under Interscope, and you know the whole mix, like it's all under the same umbrella.
Right. Interscope's a big daddy though.
Interscope's a big daddy.
Did you get crazy feedback off that? Like,
off the Ab-Soul battle?
Yeah.
Oh, the feedback is crazy. Like the feedback is very crazy. Like people start to put together the signs. Like people was like, yo. Now that I think about it, I did see you on Shade 45 in the background. Now that I think about it, I did see you in the cab with Ab-Soul. Now that I think about it, I did see you on the... People start to backtrack like, wait, these motherfuckers been hanging around for a cool little minute. Something's going on. But the feedback was epic, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was dope for us to merge fan bases. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people from the battle world was like, yo, Ab-Soul dope. You know what I mean? They fucked with him.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from the music world that never knew who I was like, yo, this dude Daylyt is a fucking animal. So, like, for our worlds to cross like that shit was dope, man. That shit was dope.
That was a big thing for battle rap.
That was a big thing for battle rap. That was a big thing for battle rap and hip hop, man. And I think what made it even doper that it was just audio format.
Yeah.
That made it hip hop.
At the end of his album.
At the end of your album, you know what I mean? You got not only is his album dope, like his album is very dope. If not it's one of the best. Like honestly, I could say this with all my heart, and like, you know what I mean? I don't want to offend anybody, but I think he has the best album out of the whole bracket.
TV.
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah, I think he has the best overall album.
Between the Kendrick, Schoolboy,
between the Kendrick and the Schoolboy, I think Soul had the best album. And that's just from what I like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like beats, everything was
like
just
the
banging.
beat selection, the way he raps. You know what I mean? Like the way he flips the words. Like that shit was like it was to my taste. You know what I mean? Right. I fuck with it. And you know what I'm saying? But it's dope. It's dope, man. That shit turned out dope, man. That shit was epic, very epic.
What do you have I mean, now that you're, on tracks battling, people like Absol types, who do you want to battle?
It's literally in the industry. It's a couple of dudes that I really want to battle. And this just goes for industry cats. Like, I would love to battle Cannabis, but not like the dumb Cannabis, not the troll, not the troll Cannabis. Like, I would love to battle lyrical Cannabis, like
Spiritual Miracle.
I would love to battle the spiritual miracle Cannabis. I would love to battle DMX. That's another dude I would.
That would be dope.
I have a feeling I have a feeling I have a feeling DMX would punch somebody. Like, he looked like he just like, oh fuck it.
He's like my height though.
Yeah,
Catch those
it doesn't
ratings
matter.
real
But
quick.
he looked like he would just be like, fuck this shit, punch it. But I would love to battle DMX because you know what I mean, like, it's just, he's one of my favorites, man. I would love to battle Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is another dude that, like, lyrically and animated, I would love to battle. You know what I mean? I would love to battle Nas. Just the simple fact that how deep would he go, like, as far as a battle, you know what I mean? Who else would I would love? I would love to battle M. I would love to battle M.
Make it happen. That's part of the deal.
And one of the reasons why I would love to battle M is Eminem is Shao Kahn of battle rap. He's the Shao Kahn. He's the master. We all know that he's under the Shao Kahn skulls. And literally, like, I would love to I would love for them to set up like what do you call it? Like a bracket, you know, the Mortal Kombat bracket where I have to move up and shit. I would love to battle like fucking Cannabis, you know, round 1 Cannabis, fucking round 2 Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And then move up, final match Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would
with forearms and shit.
Yeah, he come out with forearms. He probably
Daylyt video game. Make the Daylyt video game.
For real. I would love for that to happen. You know what I mean? Eminem is lyrically one of the best dudes in the world, and
Yes.
Like to go into a battle with Eminem, like, that would probably be one of the only battles where I would like literally take a couple of months to prep. Like,
hell yeah.
I would take a couple of months to prep, and for a battle like that, I would literally cater my material to where only Eminem possibly would understand. It would not be catered to the general public.
Wow, that would be your angle.
Yeah, my angle would be, I don't care nothing what they think. I want to impress you. I don't care about them. Like, and coming from a dude as lyrical as Eminem, impressing him is probably a very serious task.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's
for sure.
Like you said earlier, he's not there. He's not impressed by that.
Yeah, like, literally, I give Eminem credit in a lot of ways, and he does something that nobody else is able to do, which is he makes words rhyme that don't rhyme. Like, he can make the and it rhyme. Like, he'll just make it rhyme. Like, I don't know how he does that. Like, I can't. I've tried to
bends words.
Yeah, he bends words.
I was watching the art of rap. The art of rap.
Yeah,
something from nothing documentary.
Yeah,
he's talking about that.
He bends words. He has the ability to bend syllable. He's like Wanted. He's wanted with words. Like how Wanted can bend the bullets and shit. Like, he's wanted with words. He can bend words. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's something that I'll keep it a buck. I've been trying to create it, but I can't. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like,
he's just gotten so good with the English language that
it's almost like I need to study English more.
Yeah, and like pronunciation.
It's the pronounce. Like, he has something that we don't have, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So, I've studied his style, so I mean, I understand that.
Man. So
the one thing I wanted to ask too was the Kendrick. I know this is old, but the Kendrick Lamar control shit. Like, do you think that when he went out and he was influenced by battle rap?
Literally, no, it wasn't influenced by battle rap, not at all. Actually, I talked to Joel Ortiz. I talked to a lot of Slaughterhouse Movement. I talked to a lot of people, and I was just asking the rest of the world how they felt about that. What Kendrick did is Kendrick solidified himself as a great by doing that. And when I say at one point in time, battle rap was rap was friendly, very friendly. Everybody doing features, everybody lollygagging, everybody doing club music, everybody just popping bottles. Everybody, I got 7,000 on my wrist. So everybody just having a good time. He woke hip hop up. that shit woke hip hop up. Like, it woke up the world. Like, oh shit.
Everybody was talking about it.
Everybody was doing track reply records. You got people who don't rap doing reply. Everybody replied to that. Everybody had a control verse. So that shit woke up hip hop. Like, it really woke up the fire in hip hop.
What's the message you think it sent?
It sent the message that y'all motherfuckers better get on y'all feet. Because at one point in time, I might just say a name at the Grammys. Like, just imagine if Kendrick at the Grammy, Grammy be like, hey, thank y'all for this award, yo Buster, get in the ring. Like it's gonna come to that point in time. Because like right now, battle rap in general, is like to the world, the industry is the industry. To the world, rappers are the top dogs. Yeah. But battle rappers are the top dogs to rappers.
That's true.
Rappers go home and watch us all day.
Right.
They don't, fans go watch rappers watch us. That's why you see all these big names at our battles, because this shit is something that they, they grew up doing, and they actually have a heart for. So, it's coming to the point to where, just think, you could sell an album, boom. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you go gold, or let's say you go platinum. You know what I mean? Out of that platinum album, the label's gonna, let's literally be honest, the label's gonna eat most of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. The label's gonna eat most of that money. Now let's really be honest. Like, a dude like Kendrick Lamar, he can get a meal ticket for a fucking 1 round battle.
Wow.
He can Kendrick Lamar literally can be like, I need $1 million for a 1 round battle. An investor will put it up.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Kendrick Lamar battling live on stage. Let's just say let's just say Kendrick Lamar versus Lil Wayne rap battle. He can get $1 million for a 1 round. And they're gonna have to do it at a stadium.
More than that.
They're gonna have to do it at a stadium. They're gonna have to do it at a legit football stadium or something.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? But it's coming to that.
Wow.
It's coming to.
Let's hope so, man.
It's coming to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, there was a point in time where people used to be like, nah, don't battle. It can hurt your career. Ain't no money in battle rap. But now it is.
Yeah.
It is money in battle rap, and it can build your career. Very big.
Like, some battle rappers are making more than some rappers are making at fucking shows.
Yo, you got, you know what I'm saying? I don't make that much from battle rap as of right now. Like, the most I ever got paid from a battle was $8,000. That's the most I ever got paid. That's a pretty large chunk, but that's the most I ever got paid.
Yes.
You got some of these dudes that's making 50s, 40s, you know what I mean, $40,000 now. It may not seem like a lot to a rapper that's getting, you know what I mean, fucking, I don't know how much they get. Everybody always, I got 60 a show, you know what I'm saying, all right, whatever. But you did like a fucking 25-minute, 35-minute, damn near an hour show. You got $60,000. These battle rappers are up here for literally 9 minutes of their life. 9 minutes, like, literally think 9 minutes of your life for $50,000. All right, so people be like, yo, Dave, why you don't charge that much? And I tell people, I've had a regular job before. You know what I mean? I work 8 hours a day, $8 an hour, $10 an hour. That's like fucking $70 a day. Fucking a week, that's like 500 some bucks, 600 bucks every 2 weeks. That's 40 hours, 600 some bucks, 700 some bucks. Literally, people are like, why you charge $500? Yo, $500 for fucking 3 minutes of my life. Doctors don't make that much money. It's $500 for 3 minutes. Think about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of fuck. That's
like,
cool.
Really think about it. Who makes $500 per 3 minutes?
Nobody.
Exactly. What do doctors make? Like 100 something an hour or something like that? I don't know, like 200.
Like that. 200.
200 something an hour. Yo, 3 minutes for $500, bro.
That's turning some basketball shit.
That's like
NBA.
That's like lawyer, like, that's like something other. Like, people don't make that much money. So literally, like, I don't be tripping. I'd be like, yo, I'll take the battle for $500. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up here and do a fucking antic for 3 minutes, and go home. I get a fucking free flight. $500 and whatever. But my shit jumped up since I got bigger. But like I said, like, some of these battle rappers is making fucking $60,000, $50,000 for 9 minutes of their life. That type of number is unheard of. That's almost like a lottery.
This is something new. This battle rap shit is turning into something that's like...
It is, man, because like I said, like the bigger our names get, the bigger the crowds get. You got to think, like, it's came to a point to where first battle rap used to be on the corner or in a, you know, in a little clothing store or wherever we can have it at. You know what I mean? The earlier grind time days were outside. World Rap Championship was wherever the fuck they can have it at. But now it went from, you know, everybody just meet up and let's battle. Now you got some people paying $300, $400, $200 to get in the event. That's crazy to me. Like, I just be like, and sometimes I come to the event and I be like, well, how much is tickets? They be like, yo, tickets $299, VIP $399, and I be like, all right, you know, I mean, that's kind of steep. Like, for me, like, not saying I don't got it, but I'd be like, damn, $300 for a fucking battle. And then I get to the venue, and they're like, this sold out. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me, like, millions of people, like hundreds of people paid $300 some dollars? Not to mention the pay-per-view still. So, you know what I mean? The battle rap is it's crack. It's the new crack, man.
Yeah. And I, honestly, like me, I'm witnessing it, you know, just being working with King of the Dot and all that stuff. Like, just to go through an event and to see Method Man roll up, just to come, or to see walk in the back and just see Alchemist and Evidence against the wall.
The dopest part about all of this is, like, you know what I'm saying? We had a big platform before. We had, actually, the Pit was the biggest platform in battle rap ever. Yeah. Like, at the time, like, literally, stars was flying out left and right. Redman flew out. Tyrese. Like, people were flying out. Like, I got footage, literally, like, of me battling in front of Redman, and Redman's like, what the fuck, going crazy. Like, literally, the Pit was Summer Madness before there was a Summer Madness.
And that, what was that?
That was in LA. It was in LA at a shit called Rehab.
Club Rehab, right?
Rehab, right off of fucking, like, Pico and something.
I think Dumbfounded was doing some of his bar exams.
Yeah, it was at Rehab. But it was so crazy. Like, it used to be so many people at the Pit. Like, the Pit building only holds like 200, 300 people.
Yeah.
And they used to fucking pack that out, and then they used to pack out outside, and then they used to pack out the street. So they started charging people to get on the street.
Wow.
Like, the fucking where you pay to get in was like on Pico. Like, you had to pay to get in the street. Like,
wow.
So it used to be like maybe like 3,000 people out there.
Fuck, that's like...
Yeah, it was big.
Crazy.
Man. It was big. It was real big.
Did you ever go to the Project Blow or Good Life?
I went to Project Blow. You know, like I said, back then.
UTK, I seen him there.
Yeah, UTK used to be a Project Blow a lot. You know, my boy. Actually, I don't know if you remember, was a cat named Timothy. What the fuck? He went by iTell.
iTell.
Yeah, he battled No Can Do. He actually beat No Can Do at Project.
He spells it with I-T.
I-T, yeah, iTell. Yeah, iTell. And that's actually one of my childhood friends I grew up with, but him and UTK was close too. But I went to Project Blow maybe like 2 or 3 times, and you know, back then, like I said, I was pressing my whole, like, quote unquote street battle rapper shit, and I was like, man, they're more like
backpackers.
They're more backpackers, man. This ain't my cup of tea. I kind of like strayed away from it. But like, as I get older, I was like, man, I should have just put on a fucking backpack, man. Just like, like, I should have just blended in, man. Like, I should just fucking blended in. Like, I wish I could just go back and blend in, man. Like,
you didn't care for the lyrical skill, just it wasn't your cup of tea.
Nah, it wasn't that it was lyricals. It wasn't that I liked the lyrical part of it. I just didn't really like your mother looked like it used to be a lot of gay jokes in the air, like your mother, your dad eat cock, and like it used to just be so much like little fucking World of Warcraft like type of jokes.
Yeah,
I just be like, man, this shit is corny. Like, I met your mother, she had a big tummy like blubber, she was green like flubber. It used to be like,
I remember that.
Yeah, and I used to be like, I can't do this.
Because I remember when I seen the footage of the locksmith that you were like, it was something that people weren't even.
They didn't even.
Like, what the fuck?
What is this?
That last round, I remember seeing it, and I remember you said something like, "Oh, this is for you, Loaded Lux," or something.
But see, people thought I was talking about Lux. I wasn't. I never was talking about Lux.
What did you say before?
I said, "This is for you, Luck."
Oh.
And there's a dude named Bad Luck out in Cali. He's actually signed to Western Union. It's him, Damani. Well, he signed to somebody else now. But there's a cat out here named Bad Luck. Google him. He's actually very
I think
big.
I've heard.
He was signed to Snoop. He was signed to Snoop for a long time. Actually, he battles too.
Does he?
Yeah, he battles at the pit. He was back from the pit days, and pretty much like I was supposed to battle him or something like that, but it didn't go down. But pretty much what I was saying is like this for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding us down. So it wasn't for Lux.
Cause that shit was crazy. That verse was crazy.
Back then, like I said, back then in that era of grind time, they didn't know. They didn't understand. Like literally, I was almost like a fucking. I was like a llama in the sheep field. It was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? He looks like a sheep, but this is not a sheep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people were like, if you look at it, like back then, people just like, when I was spitting those lines, people's faces just like, oh my God.
It was, my face when I heard that shit, I was like, oh, yeah. Wait, Captain America?
Like, what the, it was like, what the fuck? And like I said, you know what I'm saying? It was just new to grind time. It was very new. People took it the way they took it. You know what I mean? A lot of people fucked with it. A lot of people didn't. It was just new. You know what I mean? And it happens with everything that's new. Like a lot of things that come out new, people don't jump right on it. You gotta like kind of like, you know, like feel for it and then jump on it. So you know what I'm saying? Like literally, I can honestly say this, and people be like, "Yo, Daylyt's a new cat." Now I'm not new. Like literally, like the whole street style of battle rap, I was there first.
Yeah, you were.
Like in the to bring it back, like to like you know you had the smack era. Then the smack era died, and you had the world rap champion, then you had the grind time. And literally the first dude with like, you know, the bars, like the first dude with bars was me. This is before Hollow, it was before DNA, it was before any of it, was just me.
Was that the Project Blow too?
It was Project Blow. That was my first battle, Project Blow. And literally like that was the moment where I was like it hit me hard because like a lot of people didn't take to my style, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, the street battle rap is dead. The smack shit is dead, all that shit is dead, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like why I stopped battling after I battled Passwords. Like, I was like, yeah, they not fucking with this type of style, you know what I mean? And literally, like, my last grind time battle, I was supposed to battle D-Rec. And actually, I didn't battle D-Rec because, like, I when they had the flyer up, so I get on the polls or whatever, and the polls, I forgot, it was like grindtime.com or like rap music, one of those polls I got on. And then they was like, we predict Daylyt. I mean, we predict, you know, the numbers, like how many people think, how many people think Direct is gonna win. It was literally like 98 to 2% of Direct is gonna body bag me.
Wow.
And I was just like, damn, they really don't like my street style, huh? And all the posts was like, yo, you fucking whack smack rapper, you and your fake gun lines. Yada yada yada. We don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear motis, and you know. And I was like, yeah, I'm not battling D-Rec.
I think a lot of the time, because those same people are the same people who go and watch all the smack battles.
Yeah, they the same people
uploading them.
They the same. Like literally, like I've seen rapmusic.com transform. I've seen it transform from Awkwards is the best to Mook is the best.
Right.
I've seen it transform.
Wow.
I've seen it transform, but that's what cocksucking fans do. They jump on whatever's hot, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, at the time, it's funny how the same fans now, they'd be like, yo, Daylyt, we just want bars. Those are the same motherfuckers who was saying I was a whack street rapper in grind time days. So, no, now y'all have to deal with what y'all created. Y'all created me.
You created the monster.
Y'all created this monster, and they have to deal with it.
Man, Jesus.
I mean, that's it, dog.
I think we got. I mean, is there anything else
what's next?
What's next, man? Like I said, I got the album coming up. I got another brand that's out, which is my Quill shirts. You know what I'm saying? You can check those out at Daylyt2k.com.
What does Quill stand for, man? I gotta ask.
To make a long story short, what it means is a quill is actually the first writing pen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the feather pen, the quill feather. And what it means for me is it just means like I write in the original way.
Damn. I think I saw that. You were sitting like at a park or on some steps or something, and you got into it, and it was like a long. It made sense. It was like the very first writing utensil.
That's sharp. I like that.
You know what I mean? So it was like original writing, kind of like.
Yeah, it just means that I write in the original format, like and you know what I mean, like before everything was changed, before everything got technical, and that goes back to the locksmith battle. Like I was original. I was there first. You know what I mean? And I had that style first. Like people don't know. Like like 90% of this new battle rap style is mine. Like this slow it down, all of that shit is all mine. I created all of that stuff, every single bit of that. So,
and it's crazy that you stuck to it because like you knew that this is what you had to be, because some people would hear that and they get so influenced with what other people say and they're like, you know what, I should do that, or like maybe for them to like me, but you're just like, you know what, fuck all you guys, I'm gonna keep doing it, because that battle with that last round is like a renowned classic. Like people, you go somewhere and people are like, will post it and be like, damn, like look at this battle, like this was before this shit was happening. This was like when Smack was on DVDs and it wasn't being uploaded as URL.
It wasn't no URL. It was just Smack. Like, you know what I mean?
And everyone was like, "Oh, fuck that. We don't see anything of it." But
see, that's another thing that people have to give me. Like, literally, look at battle rap right now, and literally 99% of the all stars came from Smack. Like Smack built them. You know what I mean? Like Hollow had a big name, you know what I mean, before Smack, but like let's literally be honest, URL built most of these dudes' names to what they are now. Yeah. I'm the only one that never battled on URL.
You did it yourself.
I really did it myself.
It's just like you really,
like I said, I read, man. I read, and once you read and once you're smart as me, you know what I mean? I kind of look at myself like, you know, at the end, like of one of the Matrix movies when Neo, like after his eyes got burnt and shit, and he still was able to see the codes. That's how I see the world. Like I can just crack all the codes. Like I have like a cheat code to battle rap.
Wow.
And I can literally I can unlock any stage I want.
You can. I mean,
I unlocked every stage.
The craziest shit ever, fucking gotten butt ass naked,
whatever,
to pulling your fucking dick out in front. You do crazy shit, man. You know
man. But see, I always mix it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say what you want about me and Rex, but I did give y'all bars first and second round.
You did.
You know what I mean? 40 bars. I did before I whipped my fucking piece out. I did body bagger shit in the early 2 rounds. You know what I mean? You know, with Daylyt, I had some decent material in the first. Second was kind of the third round was, you know, but you know, I make sure that, you know what I mean, I make sure I even it out, you know what I mean, I make sure I give people a little bit of both, you know what I mean.
Do people still run up on you and ask for that fucking butt naked with a shotgun
yeah
shit?
Like that's literally like probably one of my most successful songs.
That shit was
like actually the Paul Walker.
Did you get a lot of bad feedback on that?
Yo, I got death threats. Like people like yo, that's my cousin. Yo, if you can take this down, please. And remind you, I'm close friends with, well, not close friends, but I fuck with Tyrese. You know what I mean? Because people know he grew up in, he's from Watts. I'm from Watts.
Yeah.
Grew up with my big brother right up the street, yada yada yada. But you know, a couple of his relatives or whatnot was like, could you take it down for Tyrese's sake? Boom, and I was just like, fuck all y'all. Like, I like the song. The song is dope. Like, the shit bang. You know what I mean? Every man's death. Just because he died, that don't mean I have to be sad. Like, I want to be happy. Like, I'm gonna make this a dope song. Like, it's a dope song. Like, people actually like the song, man. It actually is my most viewed song. Like, I think it has like 200-some thousand like views and shit like that.
And why do you think that is? Because the song is great or because of the controversy?
Both.
It's a dope song.
It's a dope song. Like people actually was like, "Yo, I be fucking riding down the street playing Paul Walker." Like,
kind of has like a Juicy J.
Yeah, it has that. Like it has that.
Go,
you know,
Paul Walker.
And it has that shit where you just turn up. So you know what I'm saying?
We're turning up. Right?
And that video is so sick. Like,
and I'm like in the car with him. Like I filmed all that shit right here. Like all that shit. Like I got the green screen and all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, and another thing. Do you work for Lionsgate?
Actually, I did. It was a while back when I was like deeply into my production shit. But since my battle shit is taking off, I actually resigned from the filming shit for right now. Like,
because you're like that was like your forte. Like,
like I said, that's what I built my. People ask me like all the time, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? When you say you is financially stable, like I try to tell y'all, like, yo, I worked on very big production. You know what I mean? Like, and I made a very lot of money from very big productions, and that's what.
But you don't want to speak on like what?
No, I can't speak on it. Like, you know what I mean? But like I said, if you are one of those people who watch movies till the movie go off, then you'll see my name in a lot of credits. Like,
it says Daylyt or your actual?
It says Devon Campbell. My actual real name. So yeah, you'll see my name in a lot of
Google
credits.
that.
You can just Google it, man. If you Google Devon Campbell, like you'll see a lot of my productions. Like I have like literally over like 400, I'm gonna say I have over 1,500 music videos that I've shot online, edited. Maybe like 4 short films, a couple of full features. I have a lot of stuff under Devon Campbell.
For what artists? Like people from
Oh, just
the hood or
locals.
anybody?
Yeah, just locals. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of locals around the neighborhood.
Man, so
We just keep learning all this news. I was going to ask you, was there anything about you that people might not know? I mean, but
Man,
you being a director is fucking
there's a lot, man.
we
Like
could be here for fucking hours.
We can be here. We
One
can be here
more,
all night.
spill
Like
another one.
there's a lot about me, man. Like people don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying. I actually had a 10-day contract with the Los Angeles Clippers.
Wow.
Yeah. So
to play ball?
Yeah,
for the
to play
Clippers?
ball. I'm actually like very good at basketball.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying. I actually was put in a situation of where like I could have went to the lead, but let people know I got shot, and that's what led to me not playing ball no more.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
But everything happens for a reason.
That's what I was just about to say. You're here now.
I'm still at the top.
Right?
I'm still at the top. So you know what I'm saying.
Man, well, this is my.
That's
you know what I
not
mean?
with that being said. Let's leave it at the top. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, my bro Daylyt right here.
In the building, man.
You know what I mean? And just go check out that Total Slaughter. Go
Yeah.
and
beg for a DVD release of that.
Yeah,
of the
everybody
whole
back.
thing.
I need everybody to tweet at Total Slaughter and ask them for the unedited, uncut, raw, full 5-day DVD. That shit would be better than all the events.
We wanna
You
see
heard it
stink
from
bombs,
Daylyt
we wanna see
himself.
ass rubbing on clothes, all kinds of shit.
If Daylyt is telling you to do that, I need you guys to go and do that.
It's
Please,
worth it.
at Total Slaughter, exactly how it's spelled. Let them know we need that DVD. That's what it is, man.
Anything you want to plug?
Man,
before?
like I said, follow me on Twitter, Daylyt2K. Follow me on Instagram, Daylyt2K14. Follow my right-hand man, Universe the King. Daylyt2k.com to cop all the merchandise from the ski mask to the cool shirts. I'm thinking about putting my Spawn costume up there for sale.
Wow. The original
The
one you
original
wore?
one that I wore with my sweat in it and everything. Like, I'm thinking about putting that up there. I'm thinking about it. I might still need it though.
You probably might need it for the movie.
I might need it. So everything is in the works.
Throw those numbers at Daylyt. You might hit him with a good number.
Throw
and
the
let him
right
get
numbers. It ain't gonna be cheap because that shit is that's like literally. I can honestly say I probably could sell that one to the movie. Like I can like that shit looked like it was the movie costume.
It looks so real. I was even looking at it like, dang, like the cape just went around the head and the mask. To me, being a fan of comic books and Red Spawn and all that, like that was, to me, I felt like it did the comic world justice to where it was like the comic fans would be like, oh, that's my fucking G right there. Okay, I like that. That shit was to the T. Was dope. Go check that out. Total Slaughter. If you want to check out, the other battles, we just had a battle with Daylyt and King of the Dot. Go check out King of the Dot TV.com. You can get the pay-per-view right there. It'll also be out. King of the Dot on YouTube. You can check all that out. Go support my G Daylyt. Go get that Absol album. What's the album called?
It's called These Days.
These Days. And
make sure you caught that. Big shout out to that episode, man.
And then also go to platformcollection.com to check out all the other podcasts we have from the other podcast channels. You could also download this one right there off of the Platform Collections. It'll go to iTunes. You get on iTunes, go to your iTunes player. You can listen to it on the way to work. Shouts out to my boy Daylyt. Thank you again for this.
Yes, sir.
That's what it is, man.
To the Batmobile.
Culture.
Culture.
Boss.